everybody. Welcome to part 2 of mixdown and mastering. We are in the mastering stage. Let me just move this little guy over here. So, done my mixdown. I've listened to it. I liked it. We are now going to do mastering. This part, for me, is easy. I think it's. I kind of find it funny. I see some guys always talking about the levels you should have for Spotify and that. I don't generally worry about it. The way I look at it is this system has a nice normalization system in it, and I'm not getting into the normalization. If you want to watch one of my previous videos on normalization, I'm not getting into the argument about it. I'll just say what I always say. All it does is it brings it down to a level that if it's distorted, it brings it down a little bit. It puts it in the level so that every song you record, the highest part will be at the same point. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I've heard so many arguments about it and stuff. It works great for me. I've never had a problem with it. So we're going to use compression on this. So I'm going to turn on the compression here. Now, I'll be honest with you, I cheat. I more or less play it and I go through the different settings, the different sounds here. So let's just do that. So we'll play.
Good night, until we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen till then. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. And now till we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
So I like that the best. So I'm using basic CDM. So that's probably mono. Oh no, it's a multi. See, they have single. So yeah, I'm just going to use the basic. It covers it if you want to. See, so you can go in if you want. You can play with it just by using the scroll, the jog thing. You can go through low, medium, and high and change them as you want. I'm not touching them. They sound good. So now we just, I never use EQ either. I don't know why. I don't use it. I just use the compression, get it all nice and that, and then I move on from there. So now, make our master.
Good night, good night, good night.
All right. So now I go to normalization and I say yes. Now, if you do, I'm going to let it go here, but if you do want that loud sound, use the hard compression, normalize it, do it again with hard compression, normalize it, and then it will actually squish everything down so that it's one big massive noise. Now, all right, so I have stopped for a second. I'm going to copy these onto my computer, and then we're going to look at them we're going to look at the non-normalized and the normalized on Audacity. So give me one sec. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Like I said, oops, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's what I want. All right, so this is the top one here is my final. This has been compressed, or this has been normalized. This one has not. Now, as you can see, not a big difference in this case because I was already, getting up there. So let's just mute this one for a second. We'll play this one. Let me just change this so I can actually hear what's going on.
Good night, until we meet again.
So you can see it's not that much different. So
Good night, until we meet again. Adios, au revoir, I'll be the day till then. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, we know you'll...
Alright, so yeah. So I was listening, the volume difference is negligible, mainly because I was already pretty much peaking it out from my recording. But as you can see, normalization didn't squish it any further, didn't compress it down, didn't make it compressed and bring it up, didn't do any of that crap that people always talk about. It left it the way it was. So it all it would have done is if I would have been too loud, it would have brought it more into the range that you want it to be in, so it doesn't distort. So I just wanted to show this again. I don't know why. I'm a glutton for punishment. So that's everything. So now what I can do is I can now take this, I can convert it into wave files, or not wave files, I might clean up the end. So I might edit it with Audacity a bit. I can convert it into MP3s. I can decide, am I going to put it on Bandcamp for free and just say, here you go? I might do that. So we'll see. If I do, I'll put a link somewhere here for it, and you guys can download it if you want. And it was fun. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do the same thing with the Model 24. I might do an instrumental because my voice is still not giving me the greatest choice. I might try something really weird on the Model 24 now, but that's where I'm at right now. So we'll talk about that later. And thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. If there's anything else that you're interested in, let me know. I'm always happy to answer questions. I love your responses. Thank you guys, everyone, and we will get to the Model 24 shortly. Talk to you later. Bye.
Not every dream comes true.